Hello, everyone. Welcome to Chilling Chapters. I'm your host, and today I bring you a story that will send shivers down your spine. This is the tale of Sarooppur village's cursed well, a mystery that has haunted an entire community. So, friends, turn off the lights, put on your headphones, and let's begin today's terrifying story. It was midnight in the small village of Sarooppur, the kind of silence that makes your heart race. The forest stood pitch black and ominous under the moonless sky. The clock struck 12:30 a.m. Through the dense woods, a figure emerged, cloaked in black, carrying a flickering lantern. The mysterious person moved with purpose toward an old abandoned well hidden deep in the forest. Reaching the well's edge, the figure pulled out a crumpled piece of paper from their pocket and dropped it into the darkness below. Then, without hesitation, they threw the burning lantern into the well and ran as if fleeing from an invisible terror. Part 2. Kalyani's Fate. The next evening, an elderly woman named Kalyani sat in her courtyard, barking orders at her daughter-in-law. The young woman, head covered, silently swept the floor while enduring constant criticism. "Move faster, you lazy girl! Clean over here, too!" Kalyani's harsh voice echoed through the house. This was their daily routine: cruelty from the mother-in-law, silent suffering from the daughter-in-law. That night, Kalyani was awakened by cold water splashing on her face. She jolted upright, looking around her empty room in confusion. "Who's there? Who dares to do this?" she shouted into the darkness. She noticed water flowing across her courtyard floor, coming outside from the direction of the forest. "Where is this water coming from?" she muttered, following the stream outside. The water trail led her toward the forest edge. Suddenly, an overwhelming sense of dread washed over her. Something was terribly wrong. She turned to run back home, but an invisible force grabbed her ankle and began dragging her. "Help! Somebody help me!" Her screams pierced the night air. The unseen entity pulled her relentlessly toward the old well. In moments, Kalyani disappeared into its dark depths. Her final scream echoed through the forest. Then silence.
My name is Rohan. I lived with my family in Chandipur village. It was peaceful and beautiful, but I'd always wanted to visit my grandparents' village, Sarooppur. Every month, when Grandpa and Grandma visited us, I'd ask the same question. "Grandpa, when will you take me to your village?" Each time, they'd make excuses. But this time, after Mom insisted, Grandpa finally agreed. The following month, I arrived in Sarooppur. The village was charming, the people friendly. Grandpa showed me around all day. In the evening, I asked, "Grandpa, can we explore the forest now?" The word forest made Grandpa's face go pale. Grandma looked at me with visible concern. "Son, there's nothing special in the forest, just trees and bushes, same as your village," Grandpa said dismissively. But I found this strange. Why were they so afraid of the forest? Around 12:30 a.m., while I was sleeping, I heard a voice. "Rohan! Rohan!" I woke up startled, looking around. No one was there. "Rohan, come here. I'm waiting for you." It was a woman's voice, sweet yet mysterious. I was about to wake Grandpa when the voice continued. "Rohan, if you wake anyone, I'll leave. You wanted to see the forest, didn't you? Come, I'll show you everything." Excitement replaced my fear. I quietly got up and followed the voice.
Come, Rohan, you're so close, just a little further.
I'd almost reached the forest when suddenly someone grabbed me behind.
Rohan, what are you doing here?
I spun around. It was Grandpa. Grandpa, I stammered.
Come on, we're going home right now. What are you thinking, being out here at this hour?
Grandpa said sternly, leading me back.
Part 5. The Village Elder's Warning. The next evening, I made an excuse about playing and left the house. My feet seemed to carry me automatically toward the forest. On the way, I met an elderly man. "Hey, aren't you Mohan's grandson? What are you doing out here?" "Uncle, I want to explore the forest. Will you show me around?" The old man's expression turned grave. "Son, that's no ordinary forest. There's a well there, a cursed well. Even we old folks don't dare go near it." "But why?" I asked. "Don't ask, child. Just understand that the well is dangerous, very dangerous." Part 6. Ramesh's Illness. The next morning, before sunrise, a scream woke everyone up. "Doctor! Doctor! Please save my husband!" Outside the village healer's house, a woman was crying, her husband Ramesh lying on the ground, groaning in pain. "What happened to him?" the healer asked. "Doctor, he's been vomiting blood since yesterday. It won't stop." The healer treated Ramesh for hours, finally preparing some medicine. "Take this, Ramesh, and remember, no spicy food, only plain rice porridge." After taking the medicine, Ramesh seemed to recover. He stood up on his own feet. "Thank you, doctor," his wife Chandravati said gratefully. But by evening, it happened again. Ramesh began vomiting blood once more. "Doctor, look, it's happening again!" Chandravati was panicking. The healer was baffled. "This shouldn't be possible. My medicine is proven." Suddenly, Ramesh collapsed on the ground, his eyes turned blood red. "Good God, what's happening to him?" Even the healer was frightened. "I'm sorry, but there's nothing more I can do. No one can save him now." Tears filled Chandravati's eyes, but determination quickly replaced her despair. "You'll see, my Ramesh will survive. I'll save him no matter what." Part 7. My Journey to the Well. That night, I made up my mind. I had to see that well for myself. At midnight, when everyone was asleep, I snuck out of the house. The mysterious voice didn't call me tonight, but my feet moved toward the forest on their own. Fear mixed with overwhelming curiosity in my chest. As I approached the forest, I saw something ahead. A woman, wearing a black cloak, carrying a lantern. I followed her silently. She walked straight to the well. Reaching it, she set down the lantern, then she pulled out an evil eye amulet from her pocket and threw it into the well. Next, she tossed the lantern in and ran away quickly. Terror gripped me. I ran back home as fast as I could. Part 8. Miracle or Curse. The next morning, the village chief came to Grandpa's house.
Mohan, I heard Ramesh is on his last day. Let's go pay our respects. Grandpa, the chief, and several villagers went to Ramesh's house, but the scene there left everyone shocked. Ramesh was perfectly fine. He sat in his courtyard with his wife, smiling. "Ramesh, you're okay?" The chief was stunned. "Yes, sir," Ramesh replied. "But how is this possible?" The healer was in disbelief. "After losing so much blood, survival is impossible." "I told you my Ramesh would be fine," Chandravati said proudly. Then one villager's eyes fell on Chandravati's doorframe. There hung a small clay pot with strange markings. "What is that?" the chief asked, pointing. Everyone stared at the pot in horror. They knew exactly what it meant. "Chandravati, what have you done?" Grandpa's voice trembled. "You've made a deal with the cursed well." Chandravati remained silent, but her expression said everything. The villagers began backing away from her house. From that day forward, the village changed. As evening approached, people locked themselves indoors. Some villagers patrolled the streets with turmeric roots, ensuring no one ventured outside after dark. And me? I finally understood why everyone feared the forest, the well, and what dark secrets Sarooppur village held. But the real question remained. What was in that well? What ancient evil had Chandravati awakened to save her husband? That mystery was yet to unfold. So, friends, this was today's chilling tale from Sarooppur village. Did Chandravati do the right thing? What darkness lurks in that cursed well? If you enjoyed this spine-tingling story, don't forget to like this video, share it with your horror-loving friends, and subscribe to Chilling Chapters for more terrifying tales every week. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Drop a comment below telling us, would you have entered that forest? Until next time, stay safe and remember, some mysteries are better left unexplored.